Hey guys and dolls, are you ready for another paranormal story time? Because that's what this is. So if you really want to know some of the most haunted churches in the world, or a little bit about them, please keep watching. As usual, please comment, become a part of my sub-hub, or at least think about it. Definitely ring that bell because you know you can, and it's absolutely free. And yeah, if you really want to know about some of the most haunted churches in the world, keep on watching. Okay, so let's start. I found 9. I know I should have made it like a round number, but I found 9. Now, since again, this is way too much information for me to keep in my brain, I'm going to be, giving my own opinion, but reading information that I found. So if you're busy, if you happen to be doing something, or you really want to watch this video, but you got stuff to do, just kind of leave me running so that you can kind of listen. I'm pretty sure that you might, you might find this interesting because damn, I found it to be extremely interesting. So let's get started. Okay, this is the first church I ran across. This is called Norwich Cathedral, and this is in Norwich, England, and it was built in 1096. Wow, this is an old church. This church was formerly Catholic and now it's Anglican. They have former bishop ghost sightings. So I guess, the sightings that they see around to this day are about, or they believe is the bishop that resided there once upon a time. There are the site is of multiple executions. People called Lollards who questioned the Catholic religion. So that's what a Lollard is in England. So yeah, they executed a lot of people at this particular cathedral. Wow. Okay, Kerry Launders snapped a photo of a ghost in 2015. He did actually capture, I believe it was one of the bishops. Okay, so church number 2. This is the St. Louis Cathedral. This is here in the United States, New Orleans, and it was completed in 1850. So this church has been around for a long time. I think it's Pierre. I don't know how to, it's a French name. Père Dagobert, 18th century priest, renowned for his kindness, is known to haunt its halls. Dagobert's successor as Spanish priest, Père Antoine, also haunts his halls. And I didn't know this, I was really shocked because Marie Laveau, who is a voodoo priestess, everyone knows that name, in, Louisiana, she was Antoine's friend and is one of many other spirits to haunt the cathedral, and she was known to pray there very often. So that was surprising to me because I really did think that she was, mainly voodoo. So it's nice to know that she would go to that church and actually pray. Okay, so church number 3, St. Nicholas Church in Pluckley, England. They say it's haunted by default, since it's located in the most haunted locale in England, home to 12 active spirits. Okay, the Watercross woman occupies Pinnock Bridge. A schoolmaster who committed suicide in front of his students. Wow. There's a ghost lady that appears. Her name is Daring. Or actually, I should say her name is the Ghost Lady Daring. The Lady in Red, another ghost that appears there. A former miller who haunts the churchyard. The ghost of a monk. And many other spirits, because I believe there's, 12? There are 12 active, and there are probably a whole bunch more. At least that's what they say. But lights are reported being seen. I believe that's by the gate that they have. Okay, so church number 4. This is Church of St. Mary the Virgin. And this is a village in Clophill, Bedfordshire, which is 400 years old. And it was renovated in the 1840s. In 1963, headlines read that a black mass was held there by local Satanists. Supposedly, 6 graves of women were dug up to perform necromancy. Skeletons were left in the church. Let's see. There were many other dark events to follow. Parishioners just abandoned the church, and paranormal groups now continue to investigate there to this day. Wow. Can you imagine if you were a paranormal investigator going there and what you would find out? They didn't go into what, what the paranormal groups were up to or what they found out, but wow, I can't imagine what would happen there if you went and started, being nosy and asking questions and doing all that stuff. Okay, so let's go to number 5. St. Paul's Episcopal Church. This was founded in the 19th century in Key West, Florida, right here in the United States, and it was built in 1838. All these churches are really old. Okay, the cemetery is what's truly haunted, not the actual church. Most famous specter is John Fleming, its benefactor. He usually is accompanied by a thin white vapor. It's believed he's there because he wanted his grave to not be disrupted. His headstone is now a part of the actual church's wall. Wow. Okay, in 1928, a horrible hurricane ripped through the area, disturbing and scattering remains everywhere. It is believed most of the ghosts there are its former inhabitants. It's also believed the church and graveyard was placed on top of a very old Seminole Indian burial ground. Whoa. I don't even understand how the priest, didn't want his grave to be disrupted when he knew. I mean, anybody who lives in Florida knows of the horrible, hurricanes and storms that pass through there. Well, I guess he wasn't really using his common sense. But yep, that was St. Paul's Episcopal Church. Number 6, Most Holy Trinity Church. This is in Brooklyn, here in the United States, and it was completed in the 1880s. Okay, the school building was built on top of a former cemetery. The spirits that once haunted the cemetery now haunt the school. People endure flickering lights, disembodied feet, strange voices have been reported in the gym. They also have a belfry ghost, a bell ringer named George Stalls. He was murdered by burglars. Visitors claim to feel uncomfortable in the vestibule and others hear ghostly bells. Another famous ghost is a pastor who in 1872 added the church's rectory. He died in the church. He died inside the church. He is a kinder spirit. These churches here in the US, I would love to go visit them. Oh my God. If I ever do that, I'm definitely doing a video. I'll keep you posted because you never know what my crazy ass will do. Maybe I'll drag my sister. Okay, 7. Dang. St. Andrews on the Red, town of Selkirk in Winnipeg. This is in Western Canada. It was completed in 1849. Okay, maybe the region's most haunted area due to its plague victims. Other sightings of ghosts are said to populate the church's graveyard. There are also sightings of a man dressed in black and a mysterious woman in white. Disembodied red eyes have startled some, and some have seen a ghost car not far from the church's main entrance. Some visitors who have experienced anything have claimed to have horrible nightmares for days after visiting the property. Wow. Okay, and this is number 8. Chapel of the Cross. This is in Madison, Mississippi, again here in the United States. Has been around since 1850. Okay, like many churches located near a cemetery, the beautiful church once belonged to the wealthy and influential Johnstone family. It still lies on the former grounds of the family's estate. Helen Johnstone became engaged to a respectable man from a local family. He died in a duel in New Orleans and was returned to Mississippi for burial. Grief-stricken, Helen visited his grave till her death in 1916. People claim to see her on the grounds at night. Aww. She mourned for him that long, for a whole life. Wow, that is so sad. Visitors hear bells and noises inside the church. Some have heard organ music. Ghost children have been seen passing through its iron gates, and disembodied laughter of a madman. Wow, and that's at the Chapel of the Cross. This is number 9, Egg Hill Church, and this is I hope this is not true. I really hope that this is just a legend. This is another church here in Pennsylvania. Well, here in Pennsylvania. I don't live in Pennsylvania, but Pennsylvania is not far from here, from where I live in New York. This is a 19th century church. You ready, guys? Because this is the worst one. Local legend says its minister decided to kill his entire congregation during a Halloween service while the children played below in the rooms below. He poisoned bread and wine and passed it around. At the death commotion, the children ran upstairs to see their parents die, and the minister hung himself near the altar. Some believe he haunts the church, while others believe his victims do. This is supposedly all legend, but you would need to visit and discover the truth. So that was Egg Hill Church. That was number 9, and that was the worst. I mean, you know, when I read that, I pictured everything. I pictured the sermon. I pictured him passing around the poisoned bread and wine, and everybody dying, and then the kids coming up to see. I really hope that's not true, but this is my video. I hope you loved that information. I know that in kind of looking this up, I'm really curious and interested in really visiting the churches here in the US, especially the ones that are really close to me, the one in Brooklyn, maybe the one in Pennsylvania. Like I said, if I ever get a little crazy and I go do this, I have to think about who I can drag with me. I will definitely video it and do a secondary video to the 9 most haunted churches in the world. So yeah, I loved looking up this information. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any comments, leave them below. If you have an idea, or if you want to know about something that you don't know about and you want me to look up the information and kind of make a story, then definitely you can make a request. I would love to have any requests. Yeah, so be good to each other, make good decisions, and I will see you in my next video.